How's it going, everyone? Shifty here, and today I've got for you another PvE Titan build. I've done 30-second super builds for Hunters, Titans, and Warlocks. In this one, I've got for you an Infinite Grenade Titan build. The first thing I'm going to do is break down the build for you. Then after that, I'm going to show you how to use the build. And finally, I'll show you some gameplay where I use 60 grenades in 4.5 minutes. Before I get into all that, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Alright, now let's go over the build. For this one, I went with bottom tree Sentinel. There's one primary reason I chose this subclass: the superior arsenal perk. This says that grenade kills recharge your grenade energy. It also has the in the trenches perk. Kills while surrounded by enemies reduce the cooldown of your super. And for this build, you can use pretty much whatever grenade you want. I would suggest using the one that you get the most kills with. Now I want to move on and break down my armor mods. First of all, in my helmet I have double ashes to assets from the seasonal artifact. These mods give me bonus super energy on grenade kills. Then in my combat mod slot I have the firepower mod. This states that while charged with light, I regain a portion of my grenade energy when I use my grenade. This consumes one stack of charged with light. And as you can see here, because it has a solar symbol, it can only go in solar armor. Then in my arms I have double impulse recycler, which also comes from the seasonal artifact. These mods make it so grenade final blows grant grenade energy. Multiple copies of this mod increase the amount of energy gained, which is why I have 2 of them. And just in case you're wondering, this does stack with the superior arsenal perk on my subclass. Then for my chest armor, I'm using the exotic armamentarium, so I have 2 grenade charges. In the combat mod slot here, I have another firepower mod. I have 2 firepower mods because I'll get more grenade energy back each time I throw my grenade. Then in my combat slot for my legs, I have elemental charge. This makes it so I become charged with light by picking up an elemental well. If the elemental well's element type matches my subclass, I gain 2 stacks of charged with light. Elemental charge is how I become charged with light. Firepower is how I use my charges of light, but I still need a way to generate elemental wells, so I have elemental ordnance in my class item. This says that defeating a combatant with a grenade spawns an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type. This means that anytime I defeat an enemy with a grenade, I'll generate an elemental well. Then every time I pick up an elemental well, I'll gain 2 stacks of charged with light. Then every time I use a grenade, I'll get some grenade energy back due to the double firepower mods I have equipped. In addition to the elemental ordnance mod here, I have double bomber mods, so whenever I use my barricade, I gain some grenade energy. Then for my weapons, I made sure to have demolitionist on all 3 of them. So I have an ignition code with demolitionist, an Oculus SMG with demolitionist, and a heretic rocket launcher also with demolitionist. If you're having trouble seeing how this comes together, I'm going to be explaining the build right now. Alright, to use this build, the first thing you want to do is get a grenade kill, then pick up the elemental well to gain 2 stacks of charged with light. Then when you throw your grenade, you get extra grenade energy from the charges of light, and the kills will also generate grenade energy. Always make sure to pick up any elemental wells you see. Not only will they gain you stacks of charged with light, but they will also give you a little bit of energy back themselves. From here, you should just be able to repeat the process where you get grenade kills and pick up elemental wells and just keep throwing grenades. Not only is this build good for getting grenades back, but it's good for getting your super fast. The In the Trenches subclass perk alongside double ashes to assets will help you get your super back quickly. Anyway, now I'm going to show you this lost sector from the very beginning. If you count how many grenades I throw in this lost sector, you should see that I throw 60 in about 4.5 minutes. That comes out to throwing about 13 grenades per minute. Also, I do want to mention that you can use this build in activities with champions. I would recommend keeping 1 impulse recycler, but swapping one of them out for an anti-champion mod. This build probably isn't great in Grandmaster Nightfalls or the Master Vault of Glass. However, it can be fun in a lot of other activities, and I hope that you enjoy.